Hello and welcome. My name is Serranus and I'm with the Fleet Task Force Atlantis, and welcome to my little tutorial on how to get the optional on Infected Space Elite, or as they now call it, Infected the Conduit Elite. This is one of the special task forces in Star Trek Online. I'm coming in here with my advanced escort. Now, this is one of the simpler ones to get, but it does take a fair bit of coordination between you and the team. And to demonstrate this, I've actually got a completely random team here. I just picked them up from the queue. The timer for the optional does not start until all three ships, the cube and two spheres, are dead. So I can tell you a little bit of what's going on here. The first thing is we're doing the 10% rule. What that means is we take all the nanite generators down to 10%, because the nanite generators repair the nanite transformer, and the nanite transformer is what you have to kill kill the gate. Okay, the timer has now started. Now, as you can see, there's a cube above the actual transformer, and it's a good idea to take that down first, mainly because it's an absolute pain when it's shooting at you. Now, most people start from the left. In fact, it's pretty universal that people start from the left. So we're all swooping in and hitting the cube. Now, I must mention that this is an actually random team that I just picked out from the queue. So we're all literally, we do not know one another. But we all know the 10% rule, so even if you don't know people, you can actually get the optional, as I will demonstrate. Cube's about dead. Now the trick is to actually take the transformers down to about 10%, so you can all get them all at once. The rules are: you get one of these transformers dies, a nanite sphere and a sphere spawn from the gate. Two of them die, two spheres appear. Now, a good way to actually spot if somebody's making a mistake is to just look up at your taskbar, because you'll get a certain amount of experience if one of them dies, or expertise, and there it is. One of them is already dead. So we're actually on a bit of a timer now, and you can see the nanite sphere and the sphere over there. Now, there's two ways to handle it if somebody does make a mistake. One is to drop a gravity well into them, as my Atrox carrier is doing here. The other way is to actually push them back with reverse tractor beam, as my science vessel is demonstrating here. But in this case, I decide not to do either. So we just get the generators down as fast as possible, ignore the spheres that spawn for now, and then we get onto the transformer with everything we got. Now, it's more than capable. Even cruisers are more than capable of taking this thing down if they fire at close range, and they pour everything into it. That's it. The transformer's down. Now we just mop up all the spheres. The important thing to note is, somebody's healing me up, thanks very much, is that the nanite spheres are totally inert in terms of firepower until the transformer is dead. So it's only the actual ordinary spheres that will be shooting at you. So if you fail it, you can just take out the spheres and then take out the nanite spheres, and the nanite spheres will not be shooting you. Now we're just literally tearing down the spheres. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of guys using scatter volley, but what I like to do is actually encourage focusing fire, which means everybody fires on the one target. That means one target goes down very fast, and then another one goes down, and another one goes down. And it doesn't, and like, even if just two or three guys are just firing on one target, and another one is firing, the other two are firing another target, they still go down pretty fast. But as you can see, that the spheres are going down very, very nicely. One of us just died, but he's back now. Now, as soon as we're all down, we'll be heading over to the other side and basically repeating the same thing. Now, for those wondering about my setup, I'll be showing it later on. It's nothing spectacular. Basically, I've got some heavy cannons in the front and a torpedo, and a couple of turrets and a mine in the back. But though this is one of my older characters, so there's like Mark 12 purples and stuff. Okay, we're moving around now to the other side. Again, we take out the cube first. I've got a bunch of universal consoles as well, but I don't use them in this particular fight. One of my weaknesses as a player is that I am very, very aggressive, I have to say. I tend to always run in on under full impulse, which drains your power incredibly. And I'm always the first one in, and yeah, it's I tend to be a bit psychotic. As the explosion just took me down to half health. I should mention I don't like flying escorts very much, but whatever. Somebody's healing me up anyway. That's another good thing. You're a team. Use teamwork. If you've got healing abilities and somebody's down to low health, heal them up. You know, they're much better off firing at stuff than dead. Anyway, as you can see, there's no mistakes now. We're all going around to each and every generator, getting it down to about a quarter hull, and then moving on to the next one. You see, I'm going from one to one to one and moving on as soon as it hits about a quarter health, because I'm an escort. I got a lot of firepower. There we go. Quickly checking them all to see are they all right, and yeah, we're all taking them down fast now. Bang, 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 and then everybody focuses on the transformer. And there it goes, going down, and the nanospheres do not even get close. Now, it should be mentioned that using a gravity well on this side isn't that great an idea, because it'll wake up the tactical cube prematurely. The tactical cube, which is just spawned when the second transformer went down. But it wasn't necessary this time, so we're all good. The tactical cube is asleep for now, so we can all just concentrate on doing our jobs, which is taking down these spheres. You can see the tac cube over there now. It's not active for the moment. We have to kill it to complete the scenario, of course. Now that both transformers are down, it's just basically a race against time. Get the stuff down before the transformer dies, before the time runs out. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold. As I said, I'm not a very I don't like escorts very much. I tend to be very one-dimensional. I like ships that I can, like, do stuff with, and do weird stuff with. So I've only got two. I think I've got two tac characters. All right. One of those flies a carrier. So what can you say? This is the only escort I fly. I'd like the advanced escorts more than the Prometheus class, because it's just got a bit more. I think it's got a better buff layout more than anything else. Now the Prometheus class is a good ship though, particularly for science. Okay, the last sphere is going down. Now you have a choice here. You can go for the cube or the gate first. When in a situation where the cube is inert, it's always better to go for the gate. The reason is the gate has a lot of firepower on its own. It's got less firepower to the bottom though. So if you go down towards the bottom, it's so big that the guns can go out of range. And you can see me with my being really aggressive and going right up to them. Yeah, this is a bad thing generally. But I get away with it because I'm an expert. Not. I blow up half the time when I'm doing this. I always kick myself for doing it. It's a good place to use reverse tractor beam here as well, because that does extra damage. Thankfully the gate was shooting somebody else right now, so thank you, person who sacrificed themselves for me. Okay, now the cube goes active once the gate goes down. Now the cube is a tough fight, so it's a good time to just get yourself set up, get your buffs together, and do all your bridge officer stuff, and then go charging in like this. Now here is a good demonstration of why I really keep meaning to put polarized hull on this character, because tractor beams are instant death to an escort which is moving around. Somebody's healing me up, thank goodness. And also the cube decides to switch targets, otherwise I would have been Ash right there. But polarized hull stops you from being held by a tractor beam. And for an escort, speed is life. It really is. Speed is your defense if you're moving around. Unfortunately, somebody else over there is about to find out why it's a bad idea to stand still right in front of a tac cube. Standing still at 0 speed gives a massive nerf to your defense. So, which means basically not only can they hit you more, but they do extra damage, extra criticals, I think. Yeah, you can see there he goes. Not good at all. Speed is life. Even if it means you have to kind of zip in and out and do this and that, it keeps you alive. And a living character is much better than a dead one. In any case, there goes the cube. It's going down pretty nicely now. One of the things is that the game does not register all the fire code that comes out. It just can't. It'll just be white with things. So it's actually cracking out an awful lot more fire than you can actually see, which does go to the invisible torpedo problem, because sometimes it actually, if some of that invisible fire hits you, the game does not put your defenses, your resistances against that, and you just die instantly, which is a bug and it's an annoying one, but there's nothing much people can do about it, except keep moving and just not get hit. Yeah, it's about down now. And that's it. The optional done on Infected Space Elite, or Infected the Conduit. Now, it's always a nice thing to just compliment your team. You never know when you're going to be flying with them again. And if they're a good team, just say so and always thank them, even if there are some randoms. Anyway, I was about to show you my setup. Again, it's nothing complicated. 3 heavy cannons in the front, 2 turrets and mine at the back. I've got an inertial dampener and a graviton booster on my science, and 2 neutroniums on my engineering. The rest is just universals and whatnot. Nothing complicated. Anyway, that's me. I've been Cyranus from Task Force Atlantis. Stay tuned for the next one.